Hey everyone, and thanks for watching WENY's Buffalo Bills Red Zone alongside Jenna Cottrell. I'm Dan Fates. The Buffalo Bills got back in the win column, but it wasn't pretty in any way, and it came with some cost. Jenna, what did you take away from the Bills' ugly win against the Titans?
I don't even think ugly begins to describe that win, the 14-13 win over Tennessee. I just think injuries. That's the biggest thing. That's the takeaway. I mean, not only was Sean McCoy out, Sammy Watkins out, Carlos Williams out, and I really think the fact that you need to game plan for those types of players, those marquee players,
right,
and the fact that those players weren't out there, I think you could just tell. I mean, the Bills had 51 total yards of offense in the first half.
I'm with you. The offense just wasn't good enough. Somehow they got the job done, but against a average 1-3 Tennessee team, you need to be able to throw for more than 100 yards. They only had, Tyrod Taylor had one completion and one first down in the first half for Buffalo. And guess what? It's not going to get any easier. Tyrod Taylor looks like he's going to be out for a couple of weeks with a sprained MCL on that long run. He did rejuvenate the offense with his legs.
I think he was definitely the catalyst there. He
Absolutely.
Almost 80 rushing yards, but that's because he couldn't complete any pass.
Right.
But still,
right.
I mean, he's showing the mobility, but again, that MCL sprain, that'll be huge coming forward.
Right, it's that catch-22. Tyrod did come back in the game, but he was also the reason that they were pretty inept at offense in the beginning. And looks like, unfortunately for Bills fans, I know it's not what you want to hear, but E.J. Manuel is going to be your starting quarterback. It looks like the Bills signed Josh Johnson. What has to go right for the Bills to somehow pull off a huge win? They're going to be big dogs playing here against Cincinnati at home. They're undefeated, and they're really good.
They're really good. They are the real deal. Andy Dalton going 331 yards against Seattle. They scored 20 unanswered points to win that game in overtime. What do the Bills need to do right? I don't even know. I mean, I feel like everything has to go in their favor. EJ hasn't had a start since September 28th in 2014. He's going to be rusty. He went 2 for 2 when he was on the field. I just think he has, in his career, 16 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, and 4 fumbles. That's not exactly.
You just don't know what we're going to get. Injuries have just seemed to be plaguing Bills quarterbacks. Now they've had 15 different starting quarterbacks since 1999 when the Bills finally made a playoff appearance. But I don't know. It almost seems like everything's going to have to fall Buffalo's way for them to have a chance. I guess that's the way I see it. Right now, the Bengals, they are second in the NFL in yards per game, and they are 4th in points per game. This team's going to put up points against even against a good Bills defense, who let's note that Mario Williams had a couple of key sacks.
Absolutely. He came to play.
The defense kept the Bills in the game. This is what we thought we were going to see, a dominant Bills defense that you would hope the offense was just good enough. And then the first few weeks, the Bills were putting up 30 points. We thought maybe this team is an offensive juggernaut. Let's pump the brakes. Pump the brakes.
Indy and Miami. And I think especially this week going into it, they've kind of been yo-yoing, win one, lose the next, and this would be an L week.
And this is their last game in America before they head overseas to London. But anyway, let's just get right to it. We're both 3-2.
Yes,
I have lost back-to-back picks.
I won last week.
But we'll go to Jenna first. Who do you have in this game and why?
I have the Bengals. I mean, they're 5-0, like I said, for a reason. I just think the fact that the Bills had 13 first downs since he had 27. I think Andy Dalton, he's been playing as red hot as his hair. I really think that they've been able to pull something together. Tyler Eifert. I mean, there's so many players. A.J. Green. You look down the line in their roster and those weapons, and you look. Boobie Dixon looked like he was run through cement on Sunday. So it's not going to get better.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, too. I'm on the same side as you. I don't know how the Bills are going to score enough points with EJ.
No.
You hope to have Sammy Watkins back, but still, you're going to be in technically a shootout is what it seems like with Andy Dalton. Like you said, you go up and down this team. This is the same team that has made some deep playoff runs, that have, Andy Dalton has taken this Cincinnati Bengals team, which used to be called the Bungles, to 4 straight playoff appearances, and then it's been choke job after choke job in the postseason. But it will be big underdogs at home this week. We both agree that Cincy will be too much for the injured and nicked up and banged up Bills, and that is now back to EJ's team. But I guess we'll have to see. Time will just tell. For Jenna Cottrell, I'm Dan Fates. Thanks for watching WENY's Buffalo Bills Red Zone. Enjoy the football.